So, how do you want to start this?
I'm not sure. Should we start in memory like Anne and Emmett?
Yeah, sure, but I don't want to copy them completely, you know?
No, yeah, I get it. But how do you think they should start though? Should they already be there and recognize each other, or should they just appear?
Yeah, sure. I know Professor Zaccarini wanted me to have a Walt Whitman hat, but I don't have any idea where I would get that.
Do you have a hat in your dorm?
I mean, I have a Cubs baseball cap. I mean, Walt Whitman would probably be a Cubs fan.
Yeah, you're real for that, but we should probably start the project now.
Yeah, I guess. How about it starts with Walt Whitman, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
It's not very original.
I thought I was alone.
Well, you're not.
So who are you?
Who are you to ask?
Well, you're the first person I've seen in years. I feel like I have a right to ask.
You don't.
Stranger, if you passing meet me and desire to speak to me, why should you not speak to me, and why should I not speak to you? Okay, well, I'm going to introduce myself. In case you don't know, usually conversations aren't one-sided, so I hope you join in eventually. I'm Walt Whitman, the famous author. I wrote Leaves of Grass.
Is that supposed to mean anything to me?
Okay.
Anyway, why are you wearing a Cubs baseball cap? You look stupid.
I love the Cubs. And besides, I see great things in baseball. It's our game, the American game.
Well, I'm Belle Boyd, the Confederacy's greatest spy. I'm sure you've heard of my exploits. My missions brought tremendous amounts of information to Southern leaders.
Oh, you're that Confederate whore. I've heard of you.
The last man who called me a harlot ended up dead.
Well, I'm already dead, so...
You'll die twice.
I don't think that remark is as threatening as you think it is. So why do you think we're here together?
How am I supposed to know?
Well, I just thought since
You thought wrong.
What's your issue? What do you have against me?
You Northerners, you took everything from me. My country, my dignity, my everything. The South was my greatest love. You robbed her of everything. You left us with nothing. Remorselessly, you took our entire way of life from us. You locked me in my house, in countless prisons, just for my love of my country.
I think the imprisonments were more a result of your poor espionage skills.
What do you have against me?
You spent your life being extremely selfish. You lived for yourself and only yourself. You did things out of the sake of doing them and for having fun. And your egotistical way of life is just disgraceful. And whoever walks for a furlong without sympathy walks to his own funeral dressed in his shroud. I saw countless men on both sides die, gruesomely and far away from their families. Your country caused all of this bloodshed, and for what? An outdated and barbaric way of life?
I don't see any of what I did as selfish. I love to have fun, yes. I love the thrill of what I did, and my part in the war gave my life meaning. But I also loved my country, what she stood for, and I believed in our values until my death. I only wanted to help my people.
Well, look past that. Re-examine all you have been told in school or church or in any book. What are your values? What do you believe deep down? Yes, you might still believe what you have been taught, and that may be your truth, but what if it's not?
What if I don't know how to look past it, huh? What if this is all I know, all I feel, and all I trust? I don't think you understand my upbringing. I'll never understand yours. You have to try to see it from my perspective. This is all I know, all I was taught. I have children. God, I haven't seen them since I passed. I needed to take care of them, so smuggling secrets to help feed my children was so selfish, then fine. You win. Because all I ever do is look out for myself, and I never think about others.
I'm sorry. I might have been a bit too rash with you.
I might have been a bit defensive when it wasn't exactly warranted. Maybe we could find something to see eye to eye on.
What do you think we have in common?
Have you been incarcerated?
No. You gay?
No.
Oh.
Did any of your family members fight?
Yes, my brother.
My father fought. Many of my family members were in the war. Some of them were spies too.
I almost lost my brother. I remember the exact moment when I received the letter informing me about his injuries. I was terrified. I had to see him just in case things didn't work out.
My father was 45 when he enlisted, and I was 17, so I was really proud of him, but I was also terrified of getting a call like that. He hadn't been to battle before. He enlisted right in time to fight in the Stonewall Brigade, and I was so scared to lose him when he left. I'm sorry about your brother. That must have been very hard.
Thank you. It was hard, but it was the most gratifying feeling seeing him slowly gain back his health. During my time working in the Union hospitals, I saw too many men like your dad, untrained green soldiers who had never held a gun before. Their lives taken away from them too early before they even got the chance to live. The sights I witnessed were beyond horrifying. The real war will never get in the books.
I was a nurse, briefly. I didn't particularly enjoy it. I left as soon as I could, but I saw so many horrific things in my short time. I'll never forget them. I love the South. I believed in the war's cause, but looking back, all that bloodshed makes me feel uneasy. In the end, both sides lost so many men, so many lives.
Just because there is a winner doesn't mean anyone won the war. Too many people were hurt by this tragedy. Yes, I believed in the Union's ideals, but the countless deaths were unnecessary and could have been avoided.
I can see that. I believed in the war until I died, but maybe you're right. Maybe the countless deaths could have been avoided.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Wait, Belle, before we depart, thank you for talking to me.
Thank you for listening. See?